Hi everyone, it's Jeff Hughes from Positive Change Counseling. And I know it's been a few weeks since my last video. My last video was on understanding your own bias, and my hope is that you are able to look and explore your own bias and be able to digest it so that we can talk to our children about racism. I'm going to be covering how to talk to your kid, talking in very simple truths, 2, talking about your own bias, and 3, what to do now. So the first is talking to your kids about racism. It's talking about the simple truths. It's talking in a way for them to understand. So when they're younger, it's being able to say that there are just some people that don't like other people because of the color of their skin. And as kids get older, it's being able to have more of a discussion and getting into more of the intricacies of racism and how pervasive it is in our society. The second is talking about your own bias and talking about how you grew up, the things that your parents have said, their grandparents, and the things that you have learned over the years in reference to how you grew up, and knowing that our own experience will have a impact on how we talk to our kids about it. And this isn't just racism, this is everything else. It's understanding where we came from so that we can talk to our kids to make them see and understand and want to make changes in what's going on in the world. And that leads us into what to do next. It is getting your kids involved. It's getting your kids talking about it and wanting to do something, going on marches that are kid friendly. But it's also a day-to-day thing. It is understanding how we talk about towns. It's how we talk about people. It's being able to see what is going on. And when you see something happening, it's being able to talk to your children about that in that moment and say, see, this is what's going on. This is what happens. And it is helping your kids to see diversity and experience many different cultures and races, and seeing the positives in all of those cultures and races. So it is it's almost a daily conversation, because racism is everywhere in our culture. It is from people getting pulled over. It is from how our neighborhoods are aligned, and how there are towns that are the majority are white and towns that are the majority African American minorities. And it's being able to have those conversations so that they can start to see that racism is everywhere, and talking to them about what they can do and how they can get involved so that the world that they grow up in will be better. And then when they have children, how that world will be even better. So just to recap, 1 is talking to kids in a way that will get them to understand what's going on. So it's keeping things very simple when they're younger and getting into more complicated, intricate conversations as they get older. Understanding our own bias so that when we do talk to our kids, we're able to come and let them know right off the bat, this is where I'm starting. That doesn't mean that I'm always going to stay here. And 3, keeping that conversation on a daily basis on what's going on and talking to them about being involved in being anti-racist. I hope this helps, and I will talk to everyone again next week.